have no idea that the other person or the other team is actually there. As Darius will face check into 5 wild, gets hit on 5 enemy moves, Darius is going to get dropped quite quickly. Eric's might be going down as well with the ignite on him. Rice Cake's still in there, has to flash away. It's followed by the Corki, however. Corki is dropping extremely low as well. Wolf going to pick up the kill on Corki. Attempted Rebirth's going to pick up the kill on Wolf, but gets exhausted. Rice Cake's going back in. Raw, wow, this is just... holy crap, what is going on? Rice Cake's coming in with the stun yet again. Gets the stun onto a Mumu. Eric's coming back in. They're probably going to get this kill on a Mumu. No, he flashes out. Nice wall flash. And I think that's going to be it. Holy crap. Okay. Wow. I haven't seen that much action at level 1 in a long time. And props to the Darius for the man mode face check. But I don't think it worked out that well for them. Yeah, well played by Wolf in that, really knowing how to single out and just taking down targets one at a time instead of splitting their damage and killing no one. So we see Nocturne taking his wraiths and actually backing straight away. He's kind of scared because he's quite low. So smart move by Eric's, not wanting to die early, which is always good, as blue gets leashed for a Mumu. Pingo goes down to the Wraith bush, not sure why. Yeah, the lane's starting to normalize out here, as nothing crazy, no lane swaps, no 2v1s, so... Yeah, the jungler's... Eric's is gonna be... well, I say far behind, but he has 2 assists, so... he's not that far behind on gold, just a little bit on experience because he has not picked up any of his buffs yet. As he's going to start picking up his blue buff now. Amumu is doing his Wraith camp, heading over to his red buff quite soon. So he is further ahead in the jungle and will clear faster, even though Nocturne has an absurdly fast clear speed. So that's a small advantage given over to Maori Defiance, at least in terms of the jungle speed. We actually have quite a large wave up top for Rice Cakes as he jumps in using the counter strike onto Darius, getting about 75% of his health taken off there. Rice Cakes really using that level advantage to, well, his advantage, seeing that he's level 3 to a level 2, and jumping in. Eric's kind of strolling through middle, not doing much. Bot lane, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty stalemate, as I say, until 6, when Wolf's lane gets CC and Maori Defiance's lane gets burst, which is when we could start seeing some kills, unless they get poked out too hard early by the Sona Israel combo, which it does have a lot of potence. We see actually Corki getting chunked down to about 20% health. He should just be able to potion and heal himself back up though, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I'm just gonna swap these around so I can compare the farm real quick. Farm looks relatively even across the board. Actually, Katarina is ahead 10 CS on Morgana already, which is, I suppose, not too surprising, as Morgana's W doesn't actually clear back creeps. I almost said black creeps. Doesn't actually clear back creeps until she hits that level 3 with Tormented Soil, so look for Morgana's farm to start shooting up when that starts happening. But this it seems to be quite a passive game after that crazy level 1 in the river bush by mid. Everything's kind of just, yeah, it's kind of slowed right down, and they've just really settled into farming, and of course blue side bottom lane taking double golems as is accustomed, getting a bit of a level advantage and not really losing too many creeps as this wave is relatively huge. This will push to tower, and it'll even out the farm disparity between Corki and Israel, which is good. Darius is really having a tough time in this top lane. He's he's a level behind Rice Cakes, and oh no, they're the same level. He's just missing a bit of farm due to the heavy harass Rice Cakes was able to put out earlier. Now Rice Cakes having that teleport, Wolf likes to run this kind of stuff. Yeah, I can, but it won't be for a while. Sorry about that. I had to talk to someone. But yeah, Rice Cake's playing that early pressure, really set him ahead in this lane, and I think Darius is almost playing kind of scared against the Jax because of just how well he was doing. But the teleport is what Volv does like to run quite a bit in their comps. You'll generally see them place wards in the bottom two brushes, and then have Jax teleport down as soon as the fight starts. So as we see a gank coming out onto Katarina, and Morgana lands the Q into the binding, into the Soul Shackle, sorry, which is pretty much a guaranteed kill. Nothing Amumu can do about that. Katarina kind of drops instantly to the burst of the level 6 Morg. Katarina only being level 5, I'm not... Oh, the wave, okay. She's gonna miss a lot of experience here as well, as the wave is gonna get pushed to the tower. Or Amumu's gonna just have to take it, so... Yeah, Morgana putting herself at a level advantage in mid. Not a CS advantage. Katarina's still CSing extremely well versus the Morgana, so props to her for that, but the death is really gonna set her back quite a long way in terms of experience. See, Corky is he's been sitting on about 50% health for a while now. Doesn't really want to get into too many fights with this bot lane, as the 16 AP Sona hurts quite a bit. As wow, you see the burst coming out, and Sona just gets melted by Israel, by Corky Tarek. But I think Israel's gonna pick up maybe 2 kills here as Rice Cake's teleporting in. No, oh, good counter flash, but it's not gonna do anything as Tarek just flashes away, and he's under tower, so he's not gonna die from that. Most of VGR is actually down here, except Eric's, so I don't think they can contest Dragon right now, even though they did get the advantage in that. They're just gonna equalize out again as Blue is getting taken by Amumu. It's actually quite a smart pick to pick up Katarina with an Amumu jungle, as he's quite dependent on his blue buff.
Hello, Perkle, surprise! I'm back.
My god, he's back.
I'm back.
You need to go back and watch this level 1 fight at some point.
I know, I heard it was a really, really good jungle match. I was like, damn it!
What the crap? They kind of just sat in a bush opposite each other looking, like no one knew they were there. And then the Darius kind of face checked into 5 people.
Then we got VGR with their ears going straight into, he's gonna go for a Hextech Gunblade like he usually does.
It's the classic Wolf build right there.
Yeah. Wow, already a phage on that Corky.
Yeah, they just picked up a kill on Sona, bot lane. It was like Derek stunned, and then Sona just kind of exploded. So yeah, it's gonna really have to watch positioning now, especially that both of them on the opposite team are level 6, and Tarek's burst goes up by about 100% when he hits level 6, so it's kind of scary.
Nocturne's gonna be pretty quick out getting his Riddle's Lantern, sorry.
Nocturne actually looking for a jungle invade on Amumu, actually just placing the ward. They haven't done too much to stop this Amumu's jungle, so he's actually ahead of Nocturne on farm, which is kind of weird. Oh, as Raw comes over and just kind of throws out a friendly binding to say hi.
Binding to them, you stay there!
Katarina is farming extremely well versus Morgana, so props to that.
And Dope doing pretty well with that Sona health nerf that it got recently and staying quite safe.
Yeah, Sona early game is really just like a bit of paper. If you...
Oh, Aerons has found AMT rebirth in the middle of the jungle and he managed to get the stun off on her. There's the ult! Oh! It's Israel.
Israel's ult was coming through, but Eric said, no, that's mine, you can't have that.
Aww.
This will be a free dragon since their mid laner is down, and their mid laner is really the only one with anything.
Level 7 though, he does have his ult.
This would be a dangerous contest. Yeah, there's the flash on him.
Morgana!
Yeah. And that's... oh wow, Eric's
okay, Amumu. Oh no! He tried to pick off that dragon with his ignite, it did not work.
That was very well played by Eric's right there. He actually anticipated the flash from... And wow, Darius actually getting a kill on Jack's top lane.
He was doing quite well then.
He's actually been struggling up until this point. Not sure how Rice Cakes managed to get himself killed. He actually has more items and he probably does more damage. So
yeah, but the thing is, he focused on Ninja Tabby, which is there for auto attacks, but Darius is focused on his ability farm.
well, not necessarily. All of Darius' abilities do physical damage, apart from obviously that dunk. So he is still reducing a fair amount of damage. As we see Eric's actually coming in.
With just a little bit of, with a little bit of armor, yeah.
Fair tethered breaking, unfortunately. As we see Eric's female in chat as the fair tether breaks as soon as he puts it on. Wolf with double buffs gonna be really terrifying in this bot lane. Especially to a Corki with only Phage and Berserker's Greaves.
Oh yeah.
Sona are gonna just put out a crap ton of damage if they can't get a hard initiate onto either Sona or Ez, and Ez is, well, very slippery, to say the least. Now that bush is warded, they are gonna actually pink it, so unfortunate that Dope chose that time to use his ward. As we see Katarina coming down as well, this could...
managed to take advantage of that very well placed ward destruction.
They are backing off though.
Turret dive going on up bot. And the fear did manage to go off. Right is going to go flash to safety. It's going to be another kill for Eric's.
Yeah, well played there, knowing that Darius had that dunk ability available, and
very difficult position for them now.
Before it took him too low. Bot tower should be going down here as 4 members pile onto it. Actually, Morgana's come down here. I'm not sure what they're going to try and achieve.
Oh, there we go. All the flash ult. Then comes Morgana. There it goes. Down her ult as well.
But there's the Katarina starting to snowball. Wolf actually managing to pick up a double kill. Rice Cake's teleport comes down. Not too sure if he's going to get anything. He's already used his counter-strike. There's the Phage proc.
That mobility was insane. That was a really well executed ult combo that they had going with all 3 of them, and they just walked out of it.
They did give Katarina 3 kills, so that could come back to bite them in the ass, because a fed Katarina is... well, it's a fed Katarina.
Yeah.
But in saying that, Wolf is 7-1 right now, so... they're giving Israel a lot of farm, and he actually has how much gold at the moment? He's sitting on almost 3,000 gold. So if he doesn't rush the Gunblade, he can just go back and buy a Bloodthirster straight up. Or like more than half of Eternity Force, which is...
he's gonna stay in lane for now.
Corki is really just gonna die if he goes back anytime soon.
Yeah, I think he's gonna push Corki.
Corki is sitting on 700 gold to 2,900. So the next back is going to be huge for Israel. He's going to come back to lane as a menace. So.
A large rod already on Morgana. Will we see an early Rabadon's death gag? That'd be hilarious. Disregard. No, it'll probably be going into an hourglass. I know.
Hourglass. It's a much safer road on Morg.
Yeah.
And it does allow you to just get in the team, as we have seen that Raw does like to do. So, middle of everything and pop that R and still stay safe. Get a bit of tongue-tied right there. You see, a lot of members of Wolf converging onto this Tarek. He gets the stun off onto Eric's, and I'm not sure they're gonna. Yeah, they just.
Sona's ult was not up.
Rice Cake's just farming top. His teleport is down for another about 2 minutes, so not going to be able to use that for a while.
Morgana's utility is really only focused on teamfights at the moment. She's quite low on farm, and of course she's had that death and 3 kills on her lane partner. So
when we say quite low on farm, that's the 3rd highest in the game. So.
3rd highest in the game, but compared to her lane partner, that's all.
Yeah, well, Katarina got the early advantage when Morg... she just kind of pushed Morg out of lane when Morg's W couldn't clear back creeps, so... It's a good play by Katarina, and she's playing very well, so... Could see a little bit of action coming down bottom, as there isn't ward coverage from Maori Defiance, and the Nocturne ult comes in, could be followed by the Sona Crescendo if she can get in range, and they just choose to back out as Morgana was a little bit late to the party. Anything to offer. Actually, could be looking to re-engage here if Morgana can catch a binding just like that. Binding by Raw to catch that Corki out.
No chance for lockdown to flash.
No, he He got Sona crescendoed as well as Morgana ignited, as Eric's actually flashes up the Tarek. Gets stunned.
Yeah.
That's a good fair for him. That is a lucky fair. Runs
Yeah, makes him go back.